Hi there! Welcome to Matuto with Teacher Brian.
Hi folks! Ay, papasok. Kasi nakapag-share ang tawag natin.
Ang number naman sa baba.
Harry Potter. Yan. Tapi, merong paalala.
Meron kasi iba't ibang uri ng number.
Alright, hi there. So, welcome to our second video on computing the variance and the standard deviation of a discrete probability distribution. So, in this video, we're going to tackle about example number 2. And this is about the previous problem in our previous video about Iris West Allen, who conducted a random survey in the central city for the Citizen magazine, and she wants to identify the mean, the standard deviation, and the variance of the number of people who have entered the MirrorVerse every hour during the first day of Eva's invasion, the Mirror Monarch. So, last time in our previous video, we've computed for the mean, and we found out that the average number of people who have entered the MirrorVerse every hour during the first day of Eva's invasion is 3.0. If you want to go back to that problem, you can go back to our previous video about this. Alright, so this time, we're going to look for the variance and the standard deviation. As per our last video, meron tayong inart na tatlong columns. Depende or nakabase doon sa ating formula. So what are we going to do now? So we're just going to follow all the headings that we have in the table. So we'll start with the difference between the random variable x and the mean. Okay? So if we're going to do that, we're going to have this. So 0 minus 3, that is negative 3. And then 1 minus 3, that is negative 2. And then 2 minus 3, that is negative 1. And then 3 minus 3 is 0. Then we have 4 minus 3 is 1. And then 5 minus 3 is 2. And then after we do that, we're going to proceed to our next one. Okay, we're going to square it, right? So negative 3 square is 9. And then negative 2 square is 4. And then negative 1 square is 1. 0 square is 0. And then 1 square is 1. And then 2 square is 4. Alright, so the next thing we do is to multiply our fifth column with its corresponding probability, just like this. Okay, so we will have the first one, 0 times 9, that is 0. And then 0.1 times 4, that is 0.4. And then 0.2 times 1 is 0.2. 0.4 times 0 is 0. And then 0.2 times 1 is 0.2. And then 0.1 times 4 is 0.4. Okay, so given all of these elements we've got from our table, in order to find for the variance, what we're going to do is to get the sum. So the sum of these elements is 1.2. Alright? So next thing to do is to find for the standard deviation, which is the square root of our variance. That is, the square root of 1.2 or the standard deviation is 1.10. Okay? Therefore, our three elements that we're looking for, the mean is 3, the variance is 1.2, and the standard deviation is 1.10. In the next video, we're going to have our last example on computing the variance and the standard deviation of a DPD. So, see you there!